It's just, you know, when you hear this song, it's like, ah, it's this again. Dragon of the Black Pool, welcome. Congrats on first. Osauka is here, welcome. And if there are any other lurkers out there, welcome. And happy 2026. It's here. But as you can see, nothing changes with our stream. It's still the same old shit. Figured I'd start with something little more chill. Had kind of planned the Project X Lightyear's thing for this Friday, but I still have to tinker around with the you know, with the layout, because it's not a retro game, it's not an Amiga game, so I have to use my modern overlay for that, and I haven't used that since 2022. But it takes a little bit preparation. And Chepupu, welcome. The year changed peacefully for everyone. Yeah, I hope it wasn't quite as taxing as it was for me, because I really didn't get almost any sleep and had to do an airport drop off in the morning, so basically didn't sleep for 22 hours, 24 hours. Still recovering, kind. Rakewood, welcome. Happy 2026. As always, we're going to start by going through the whole game so that we are prepared for what's... if we happen to get lucky enough to get a good run going. Yeah, we're going to need good luck, so I appreciate that. So for those who don't know how this game works, is that there are question marks spread around levels, and we have reached a state in the, you know, in the speed run where we basically need the right pickups from each one. For instance, we needed that speed up. If we get something else, that's a reset. Now it gets a little bit more relaxed after then, because I only need a speed up from the next 3 question marks, but it's 2 speed ups from the first 4, basically. After that, it doesn't really matter if we get, and I usually do, get enough lightning shots, 1-ups, and speed ups. But there's the specific question mark in level 2 that we absolutely do need to get invulnerability from, and that is the problem in our run. It's so unlikely. So what basically ends up happening is that we keep our heads against the wall until we get lucky with that. Abux6, welcome. And good morning. Ooh, that was not right. Usually I get here with this speed up. So right now I'm just going through the run with save states so that we could get to practice stuff. Now I do need a speed up from that one. Ooh, and I got it. Interesting. And then you get a second speed up, so then you're good for a while. But we also hope that I'm catching some lightning shots from these question marks and not just extra lives, because we need lightning shots in the next level in order to get through it quickly. At the harder start, we'll fail that every once in a while. Just ordered a brand new Commodore 64. Are they making new ones, or is it brand new for you? Or did somebody actually have a mint condition Commodore 64 lying around and they just sold it? That's amazing. Okay, That is kind of nice because then we don't have to kill anybody. We can just... Oh, that was bad though. Okay, it's good practice because I was too fast there. I didn't do what I should do. I kind of tried to do a different thing, and yeah, that usually costs you. What I should do is that. Then it's... Last year, some YouTube dude bought the brand, and they are restarting production. So is it basically the same machine with modern parts, or is it like better? Like, did they make it faster? You can still run the old floppies on it, or... And here we can't get invulnerability, because if we do, we can't do the death, skip, or warp needed. It saves about 5 seconds. Now, that doesn't sound like much, but it is. Because, basically gonna need any kind of advantage we can get in order to break that 730. Ooh, that was a bad shot. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's see if we can get a little bit more lucky with this. Nope. And that's why in the past I didn't get both of these question marks. Only got one, because the risk of getting invulnerability was too great. But now, because it's so rare to get the next part right, that's the question mark we need the invulnerability from. I'd rather that we have all the possible, you know, advantages we can have, specifically speed ups, when we do get it. Spitfire, welcome. Happy New Year to you as well. So that's a reset. Whenever we don't get invulnerability here, it will be a reset. Some days we have gotten here twice and actually gotten the invulnerability like that. It's very rare though. And we just keep on going. That's about 12-second game. And then you hope that you have collected enough speed ups for them to last until the end of the level. That was poor. It's updated. Oh, why did I jump? I did that. Made that mistake once before. You can even go online. They claim all the old peripherals will work with the new unit. Hello. And the games will work and look the same. Hey, OP, welcome. That's a big promise. I hope that it's true. They're coming out with the new Amiga 1200 reproduction as well in 2026. Will be an interesting year. I haven't quite decided if I want it or not, but maybe just because of the keyboard, you know, just because of that. I don't really have use for an emulation machine like that. What am I doing wrong there, damn it? It's good that we practice. Usually I don't, you know, make mistakes like that, but obviously we need to practice that now. It's also like you create these new problems for you, and then you're extra, you know, aware of it, and then you start playing differently than you would have. 2 sits on it. Interesting. Usually I just jump up here and then, well, maybe I went to the left slightly before jumping. I think that's what I did wrong. And this is the next part. We have to get a question speed up from that question mark there, because if we don't, the next section will be very, very slow. Oh, I got the balloon skip. Should have saved. Don't save during a jump though. Lose the flow. There we go. Hey Tetsock, thanks for the good luck. I appreciate that. Because that's all this is. It's just luck. No, I do have to play well at the same time. Discordian. Today it's happening, do you think so? It's actually like pretty good. Losing speed right here. It's very nice. I would hope to get a speed up from this next one as well. Because then, yeah. Like this would be perfect. Because then you know you have enough to play it slow. And not make a mistake like that. Oh, man. Because if you only have one speed up, getting the glitch in the next level is really, really tight, and I'd rather not stress over about that. And also, oh, that's nice. You didn't even have to die there. Yeah, it's the simulant. The simulant one. So it has a nice design. It's really good to use. I really like the feel of it. It even has a help key that comes with, but obviously it's not entirely the same. And you know, the big thing is that the caps lock is completely different. But I do like. It's a really good one. I mean, the price is hefty though. A little bit, that's the only reason why I kind of hesitated with it. But, you know. By the way, when they're making the new 1200, will there be a Scandic layout for the keyboard? Has a rare turtlenecks. It's cold. Here we go with the glitchers, and okay, we have more speed up, and then remember to make that have that little bit of a pause there on the lava, because otherwise it will get messy. Easy screen. Don't even need to practice it, right? That's the easiest thing in the world. Wrong. Snowstorm going on right now. I think it's coming here later today. Oh, it didn't jump. 5 stream streak for Rakewood. Nice. Look at all those pond stands. Gold in Finland? Yeah. Who'd have thought? I mean, this would be pretty much the perfect run, obviously, because we're using save states. But 5 lives at this point, that's crazy. And we still have the speed up. And it just ran out. This would be like the perfect setup in a run. Oh, man. Oh, but then Demi makes a mistake and would have to use the lightning shot there. Practice that turn a couple of times because we can't make that mistake. Yeah, it's pretty tight actually. Can't fall down. exactly. Like, so out of character that it's now so cold now. So that is something I would do if I have enough lives. We're gonna practice both scenarios though. Yeah, then you have to jump later if you take the death to get the fast. But if we don't, oh, there we go. Jump forward, jump. This is one of the most scary parts of this run. I jump up because that kind of lets me set up the right timing for this. But if I have more lives, I'll just kill myself there. And that will save me. I could kill myself here too. If I have to kill the boss with a lightning shot, I'll have to take a death here. It's a little bit slower, but then it saves me 2 lightning shots, which I can then use to get past the bird easier. But if I don't have to shoot the bird, then I can use those 2 shots on the balls there. Then I have 2 here. And here we're gonna do the easier version, because there's no reason to risk this. Like, can I get over this? And the next section is tougher too if you want to get the advantage from the shorter route. So we're just gonna do this. Costs you about 2 or 3 seconds out of what would be the absolute best way to do it, but it's just not worth it because of the RNG we're relying on. We did it with the no question mark run that has almost no RNG. Because this is still kind of RNG. As you can see, we can lose the 5 seconds right there that are needed for the sub 730. All right. Let's start running. This will go over nicely, right? Get it on our first run today. Not a funny joke. Have the A1200 version. The TF 1260. I don't know what those words are or things. I'm really not that technical of a person. I just like playing games. Surfing at the beach. Some people do surf. And in the winter too. Is there a lottery happening today, or has that moved? Whenever we play this game, there's a lottery going on. Oh yes. Hello. Hey Kokkelson. Surfing lottery. How did I word it? Please no reset. But that's that's exactly what it means. How could you think it means anything but? If we get that one thing, it is like winning the lottery. Why is the raid silent? Anyways, thank you so much for rating Video Game Endings Database. Welcome, welcome. R-Type Delta, PlayStation. Ooh. 1cc, did you get it? Well, I guess for shmups, especially like R-Type games, like it's maybe easier if you don't die, but have 1cc. You are again, yeah. Different year, same shit. Welcome, welcome. Go check out Video Games Ending Database. They do a lot of cool shit. And they also, they're pretty competitive around Amiga August and Amiga April. Very enthusiastic, positive, upbeat streamer. And Raiders, welcome. I'm Demi-Ergi. You can call me Demi. I play mostly Amiga games, but there is some DOS and NES action as well. Once a month we do a wheel of viewer picks, and once a month we do a tournament, Amiga online tournament that anybody could take part of just by downloading Amiga Live app, which is what I'm using right now. Don't have to play online if you don't want to, but you can. Yeah, thank you so much for the rate. We're gonna actually try to do a run here. I'm looking forward to Amiga January 2027. And we will actually have some challenges too. Triple fire. Oh, accelerator cart. Gotcha. Speed up, please. All right, we have a run. Here we go. And I even got the extra life. Whoa. Okay, what was that? One shot. I'll take it. Obviously, I'll take it, but no. I'm relatively happy with that. And we got the speed up from that, so pretty much a perfect start right now. Terrible fire. And no invulnerability there, because that would be a reset as well. Yeah, there are a few spots where we need to do a deliberate death, so it's faster. And if you have the invulnerability, that kind of makes that impossible. But yeah, pretty much a perfect start for now. We'll see how much speed up we have gathered and how many lightning shots we have. 1.3, that's really good. Tougher start, but we got through it. Okay, we had that one shot. Lucky it hit that guy, because it almost didn't. And we're almost to the lottery part already. No invulnerability, that's great. Here we go. This is it. Hello. Boing. And then it's a reset. That's pretty much what we're doing today. Because we need the invulnerability to drop through the spikes. Get a 10-second skip. Wow, people, click that link, it'll blow your mind. Yeah, January. This year, it's just, you know, a way to connect people. If you want to do some Janks Amiga stuff this month, sign up. You'll be featured on the site whenever you're live doing Amiga Jank stuff. Just use the tag and, you know, spread the love. Hey, Swanson Games. Yeah, it's a really good game. Really solid controls. Good music. Nice level design. Ouch. And... no, Gokkan. And it has just enough, you know, terrible programming to make the speedrun interesting. There's a nice like balance between combining good gameplay with, you know, glitch abuse. That won't be a part of January. It's just something I want to do. So I'm gonna try to beat all Turrican games, all Amiga Turrican games in a row. Hopefully 1cc. Next week Sunday. Well, let's just start. Yeah, we'll find out if I'm a Turricant or a Turrican. I have beaten all the games before. Oh, Talon trying his luck. Only to 80%? Turrican 3 is the best in your opinion? That's interesting. I kind of remember that the least. Like, it didn't really make an impression to me. It kind of feels like more of a port, which it was. It was originally made for the Mega Drive. And I've seen the Mega Drive version, and it's a lot better. And maybe that's why I never saw it when I was a kid, so I don't have that sentimentality to it, or, you know, anything like that. Maybe that's it. But it also felt like it was super easy. Now, it does have difficulty levels, though. So you don't have to play it on easy. Retro Henny, welcome. Taking part in January, are you? You don't like the time limit? It's not that strict. I do agree with you, though. I used to think like that. You have levels that require, or at least invite, exploration, and then you have a time limit that kills you. But the time resets when you die of the time limit, and like basically you should be able to finish every level 100% within double the time limit. So only one death because of it. And the game is, especially if you explore, do a lot of exploration, you should be able to find a fair amount of one-ups in the games. So I feel like it's not as bad as it feels, having the time limit there, but it definitely did put me off the games somewhat when I was a kid. Like Darren Alien 3, oh come on! I didn't know! Nice, Retro Henny. Any plans of what games you're gonna do? Alien 3 is still on. We still haven't beaten the game on normal mode. And definitely not deathless. I thought it was part of the easy difficulty that the timer isn't running. Turns out it was just John activated the cheat by default. We did beat the game on normal though, didn't we? I think no, we did beat it on normal, having the timers on. But I want to try to beat it on normal without dying once. And I would also like to try the hard mode, because I think that's only about the timer. The trap shot didn't do as well. 30%. Oh my. Trap shot is probably a bit tired after New Year's celebration or something. That's the only explanation. Trapshot won the Lemmings tournament that we had. The first one. Then again, he only needed to beat me in the final. And I'm not a Lemmings person, so... it's not as, you know, impressive as it sounds. Ooh! Got the speed up, nice. And a pleasant day to you as well. Why didn't I shoot that guy? Well, it's too late to think about that more. Ooh, invulnerability. Interesting. Save a bullet. Oh, 2.2. That's the effect of the invulnerability there. Saves you a second. Ooh, another. Okay.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day.
I'm thinking the game probably won't give us an invulnerability now when we need it, because we've gotten plenty already. Not one there though. That was cool. Nice pace. Please give me one. No! It's a reset. Trapshot likes this song, so let's have it play for a short while. Not just one, all of the best emotes. Best emote collections. I haven't actually checked him out for the emotes. I remember watching one stream and I just got annoyed. It was probably an Amiga stream or something. Gonna watch it. I'm really not that person who can watch somebody new play Amiga games and while they are like I have to watch mute and they're just picking out games in, like randomly and then complaining, playing them for 5 minutes and moving on. I can't watch streams like that. It's just too much. Sing still? Is it good? You know, I am a singer in a band. Never actually sung on stream. I do the occasional humming. $15 to 20 minutes. The games you mean? Or the streamer? Yeah, I feel like a lot of games, old games specifically, kind of... If you're expecting them to be like games are today, and just giving up, you don't like them, you can miss out on some really good ones. Because I feel like most games, like old games I mean, require you to kind of get used to the controls. Not everything was as standardized, and I know I keep complaining about stuff like that as well. But I usually give them at least an hour. And I won't give like a definite review or a score for a game if I haven't really given it a shot. So the 30-minute blasts that we have for the viewer redemptions, they were enough to let me know if I wanna play more, investigate it more. It feels good. If it doesn't. And that's the other thing, like, you can have like a definite favorite, like James Bond 2. And then you'll see somebody else just put it on, try it out for 5 to 10 minutes and complain about everything about it. Then you're like, no, give it a chance. I promise it's good, but it probably wouldn't be good for that person because they don't have the positive association to it from the past, so they won't look at it through like rose-tinted glasses and forgive a lot of stuff that it does do poorly, like the controls. Like for most Amiga games, I'm like, well, that's the era of gaming, and okay, Super Frog and James Bond 2 have these kind of floaty controls, but it's more of like a, for those games, it's more, feels like just an added nice challenge. Can you master the controls? They don't feel bad, in my opinion. It's just different. And it becomes like this extra thing you need to conquer to be able to beat the game. And while they're not like Mario controls, everybody's so high up on Mario controls, which I don't like. It doesn't mean that they are bad. They're very well suited for the gameplay, for the game that they're designed for, or the game that has been designed around the controls. They're very, very good in both cases, even though, like, if you take them out of context, they're not really, you know, the best. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I don't like Mario controls, and I don't like Sonic controls. But apparently, that's the best there ever was or will be. Accurate representing Sega, yeah. Had to mention it. Legally bound. Okay, a little bit of a time loss there, because we had to do that one section without speed up, but it's nothing too great. Oh, December is not a thing anymore, Demidrone. Idiot. Have to take that out. Last Ninja Trilogy is out for... Ooh, tank control. Ah, damn it. Thanks for the follow. Now it's making sounds too. Yeah, we got the harder start, and this time I didn't nail it because I hesitated. So that's an extra death we don't want, and a big delay we don't want. So awesome. Usually these are the times when the game then gives you the thing that you've been craving for. Just laugh at your face. Nope, didn't get it. See, a lot of people also complain about, like, for instance, Tomb Raider controls. Now, I have played it with a controller and a keyboard setup. Both DOS and on PlayStation. And I have to say, I never had a problem with that. I feel the controls are well suited for the game, and then somebody new will pick it up and they're like, oh, these are so horrible, these need to be fixed, this is terrible, no. I think it's just one aspect of the game that you just have to master. It's like, and they give you the house in the beginning that teaches you all the moves. Yeah, I feel the controls were great in those games. They were different than what I was used to, but still good. Super Frog has worse controls than James Bond 2. I would agree, just because I like James Bond 2 more. And I played it more, so I'm more used to it. But, I don't know. Super Frog controls aren't bad either. Remaster lets you play with the modern controls. What are those exactly? Because a lot of people do opt for those. Timers. December. Off. Same thing with Resident Evil. When you hear someone complain about the controls, you want to strangle them. Well, in Resident Evil, I feel like there should have been more auto-aim. But again, you know, it's just a question about mastering the controls. Because Lara targets, like, you know, locks onto targets really tightly. And you don't really have to worry about aiming as you're moving around. Yeah, exactly, Scordian. Like, modern games try to be, like, try to uphold this standard, so they're all behave closely or very similarly to each other. But in the olden days, like, everybody was just trying out stuff and doing their own approaches and solutions. Snowflake generation will complain about anything or everything. Trapshot is the old man yelling at the clouds with Bobby. Why isn't that sound playing? But Yerk, thank you so much for subbing. Really appreciate that. Let's add a slot to your wheel, and you haven't named the game either yet. Or Classman is here. Welcome, welcome. Ari has that press key to raise the weapon and then press key to shoot on top of the tank controls. Yeah, Rakewood, go ahead. Post a link. Tomb Raider controls make you want to throw the controller through the window, Summerfall. I almost said sumo. Somebody else did that. I saw you in some other stream and they called you sumo as well. Which I believe is how the submarine sunk. Might be. And Nadisha wouldn't change a thing. Yeah. That's the thing. Some people who do master them, then they think like, well, it's something... You suck. Learn to play. Get good. You know, officially sumo. Yeah. There's no escaping it. Alright, let's do another run. How long does it take me to get to that point? Was it like... It's like 2 minutes 30 seconds or something. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm so impressed about, like, some speedrunners being able to run multiple games at the same time when they speedrun old games. Because they're so different with the controls. This is a good save state to the menu. Again, it feels like some days you get that first speed up way more often than others. But apparently it's not a thing. It's just my imagination. But I'm gonna keep doing that. There's another speed up there. Gonna keep continuing to use that save state because it's giving me good results. Oh, until we hit that. See, now I can't kill myself. So yeah, that's a big time waste. Let's see how big. Let's not. Hey, Von Groot, welcome, welcome. And welcome to 2026 as well. That's right. There's a jump in the last ninja where you need to jump into a moving boat. And from the jumping boat into the shore. And they added that to the trailer. I remember watching Jock Risk doing Last Ninja, and he was struggling with this like stream. There's a little stream of water and rocks there, and he needed to jump directly on them, like in a very specific way, and it looked jank. I have no real memory of playing that game, but I know that I have played it. I remember looking at it, but I don't remember how it plays. Yeah. And I think like there wasn't even a checkpoint close to that part, so you had to play through some of the game first, and then you got to try it again. Yeah, I'm gonna try beating all Turrican games in one sitting. Hopefully one seeing them. That's gonna be on the menu next week on Sunday. And we're also gonna do Project X Light Years next Friday. We're gonna do a modern stream. I know it doesn't really go on with the name of the channel, but yeah, Turrican 1 has some nice good graphics, so it's easy to have some cool Easter egg animations pop up when you mention the name of the game. I'm still struggling to think, like, because I want to add more Moonstone deaths, but they're so graphic that I would have to just tag the stream as having violent depictions just because of the Moonstone Easter eggs, and I don't really want to do that. Because I would love to have the troll club smashing, the Balok smashing. I could add the swamp monster thing, I think. There's no gore in that. The guy just disappears. Holy shit. How did I get over that jump without killing the blob? I missed both my lightning shots. What the hell? Pew pew. Wait and go. Perfect. No, it's just not easy to make. That was a lot of frames to actually oh shit. Ah, damn it. I didn't need to use that lightning shot. 2.6, that's mad. Uh-oh. We've been getting that same startup. It's a little bit tougher to get a handle off, but it is faster. Lightning shot! Lightning shot! You could go earlier, but it's risky, so I don't. Yeah, with some games I would like to have a mention of them, but then you struggle to think like what could happen on stream? What could it be like? Yeah, you need to have the you need to have the what's the thing? Church organ sound. That's the one. Yeah, it takes a long time, but it's nice. Just clicking, click, click, clickety, click, click, click. Remove color. Photoshop, one frame at a time. Goes well with an autistic ADHD mind. Listen to music, yeah, watch a movie or stream, that's what I do now. What is the music style of your band? Don't tell me it's reggae. It's not. Tell you it's not reggae. We don't actually have have a genre. It's basically like every album is almost like a different genre. Sometimes one song can have multiple genres. Yeah, that's a big component. Swanson games. Metal. I'm basically required by law as a Finn to play metal. Nothing I can do about it. Can I watch a movie while editing images? Well, it's playing on the other display while you're doing this very monotonous, simple, zero brain activity needed work. It's actually, like, it works pretty well. Another option is that you frame capture frame by frame how the game handles in, you know, in the actual game. And then you might find a sprite sheet for, like, for, let's say, example, Turrican. And then you can use those already isolated frames, just placing them on those frames you captured so you get the exact right animation. Then you don't have to do any kind of, you know, erasing. It's just, you know, then the captured frames are like a template or a map to how you're going to animate the character. That's the faster way of doing it, and that's what I've started doing as of late. Isolate the sprite separately and then just, for instance, record a video and animate according to that. Yeah, you can also automate stuff, like if you're doing isolating certain colors, for instance, and removing them. You can do the same automated function for, you do it for one frame and then you just copy the action. Went to Tuska this year, and your feelings, most bands just drove their Helsinki from their Helsinki homes to the festival. It is a possibility. I think like the only ones that I'm looking to still add are some worms and, well, basically it's just worm. Well, maybe settlers too. Some of those animations. And then I think I'm pretty much done. Yeah, I mean, Helsinki isn't that big of a city in the grand scheme of things, but I do tend to try to avoid driving there. If I have the possibility to use a public transport, I will. Hello. Just too stressful. A lot of the times you need to know in advance which lane to take, like just out of memory, in order to take a certain turn. Usually when you notice like, oh, I should have been there, now let's drive for 5 kilometers to get back to where I was. It's just a design, and signing is not really that well done there. Hey, Sinook Is that how you say it? Welcome to the stream. No Kid Chaos? Oh, at the moment at least. I'm just resetting until I get the speed up. I had to go and say that thing about the save state that I'm constantly getting speed ups. It's really good. And then the game hurt me and was like, oh, well, no more of that then. Yeah, that's the other option. Just pay somebody else if you value your time. Because what I end up doing is that I'm like, I'll save so much time. Sorry, I'll save so much money learning to do all this stuff myself. But in actuality, it would have been cheaper to just pay for it, considering how much time it takes me to learn how to do it and then do it at the level that I want. Like to have the end result to be as good as I want it to be. I could have just worked for half an hour and paid it with that. It is it is fun, but it's also like you're using so much time for it. Just drives on pavements. Come on, man. It's only in games. Did once drive to and in Helsinki, and you did survive, although the tram tracks were super terrifying. That too, like, am I supposed to give way to them or not? Or when are they coming? I heard too many Westerners say your name differently, so I forgot what the original sound was. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stuck on a level? Oh no. Well, you just have to keep trying until you get a little bit forward. Because Kid Chaos does give you passwords. Got very sick last year. Can't talk. Oh, yeah, that is a problem. But not... Yeah, there are streamers who don't talk. Or talk through chat or TTS. Andy, welcome. How goes it? Did you name a game for the wheel? Quick check. It's Andy's name. Andy's name is on the wheel, but there's no game, so please remember to do that. If there is a game you wanna see, it's not like required. You can sell your work. Trust me, it wouldn't be worth it. It takes me so long to do stuff, and I would have to charge so much money that nobody would pay me. Yeah, there's that too, Escordian. It was the same thing when I was recording bands for money. Yeah, I just didn't find it to be fun at all. And then I was too tired at the end of the day to do the same thing for my music, which was the point all along. And then I was like, yeah, not doing this anymore. Well, that is a trap shot. That is the word around the campus. Hey, Dichi, welcome. Tried Mobile 1 Rally Championship. Perfectly playable on keyboard. Oh, nice. Oh, Vongru doing kinda alright. What was that? 60%? 70. Nice. Yeah, Nefo does good work. Even Bass Batcher does it. I mean, I might be laid off soon, which is pretty interesting because I've had these like mental issues, mostly due to work, and the employer now feels that they don't need to, you know, accommodate me anymore with offering like fewer hours or anything like that. They're just mostly pushing for the agenda that I would resign, which I won't do, obviously, because nobody's hiring at the moment. And I don't have the mental resources to, you know, try to find a new job. Otherwise, I would have. Because I don't like my work. And no, it's trap shot. It's completely fine. The situation is pretty laughable, to be honest. I mean, whenever I visit the doctor, you know, which is, you know, provided by the employer, they keep saying that, yeah, you should do fewer hours, and we have these sort of plans for you, and this and that. But then the employer is just like, nah, we don't have the resources for that. We need to do, you know, full hours. Then I'm like, well, if I do keep working like this, I'll burn out, and then I'll be, you know, 100% off from work. Wouldn't it be better that, you know, let me recuperate for a while, get my bearings, and then I would be back to full power? Nah. Doesn't have any resilience? What do you mean by that? They don't need you, or they do need you? 70 is good. 70 is pretty good, yeah. If that's what the level required for. Yeah, not each other. I thought there was. And they can't resign me unless my work performance, you know, is bad, which it isn't. The only reason they know that I'm having trouble is because I've brought it up and I've had sick leave. My numbers are good, so it pretty much can't do it to me by force in any way. And besides, because it's a mental issue, I can still take sick leave. I mean, they were so blunt today that they actually suggested that I would use my vacation days to recuperate. And I was like, holy shit. Like, you don't do that in Finland. Like, that's crazy talk. Vacations for vacation, and sick days are for sick days. Andy, it can be anything. This month, everything is back on the table. Any platform. I'm in the union too, and I'm gonna call them next week to discuss about the situation. They do need you, but they don't have more people with the same skills and experience, so they cannot reduce hours. Oh, okay. Employing more people, but the problem is to get people who are experienced in your field. Yeah, that's too bad. Like, you want to kind of be irreplaceable, but not like that. So you can't get any time off when you want to. Yeah, I will definitely bring that up, that they suggested that. That I use my vacation days. And the weird thing is that came from the doctor. A different doctor that I've seen, but still representative doctor there. Like, that's a pretty bold suggestion. Also, I have to call to the union because this is a work-related thing mostly. And I had a doctor's appointment during my workday because I couldn't get a time anywhere, you know, in the evening or outside my hours. And it needed to be done that week because it was like this checkup if the medication is working or not. And they docked my hours for visiting the doctor. And I was like, excuse me, is it better that I don't treat this? I mean, you want me to treat this, right? And this was a visit that was necessary, and there was no other time to do it. And now you're docking me hours for treating this. How do you think it will affect me? You know, it feels very, very odd. And this is generally like an employer. It's like a big firm in Finland, and it's applauded by how they treat their workers and how much leeway they give them, and all kinds of, you know, possibilities in, you know, hours and where you work from, all that stuff. And it turns out, yeah, mental issues, not so much. Yeah, they do want to get rid of me, but at the same time, I want to get rid of them. If they would offer me like a 6-month severance, I would be out of there. Bye-bye. But with the current economy and job market, like, there's no... I can't do it. You know, just resign. And I think that's a little bit... not even a little bit, but... You know, just... You know, blatantly and legally wrong that if you have mental issues, you can't perform at your job because the job is, you know, making you feel that way, then you need to resign. And if I do resign, I don't even get, like, union pay. It's kind of... Shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, it's starting to be very American here. It was like everything used to be good in Finland, and then they were like, wow, look at the American model. They're doing so badly that we need to do that same thing. And they started, you know, tearing all the good shit down. No, but we have actual Trivago guide teeth. Welcome, by the way. We have a clause. Let's say certain doctor's appointments are included in work time, and that's, you know, what I went for is one of them. And our, you know, like, what's the union rep at my workplace said that it should be included in your hours, and they still said no. So yeah, have to challenge that. Just jealous of my world records, yeah, for sure. State gives you 75% of your work salary, yeah. 80s ruined everything. Tesla is doing the same over here in Germany. Awesome. Yeah, I never got that. Like, you have cancer, you basically have this death sentence, and then you still have to work. Like, what the fuck, government? Like, let the guy die in peace. Like, why do you have to work for your... You know that you... Like, maybe have a year to live. Oh, gotta do my hours. Like, what the fuck? That... It's just beyond me. Like, whenever you get like a diagnosed of a terminal disease, the government should just say that, okay, thanks for... Good job. Well done. We thank you for your service. Have a nice pension. And why would you go to work? Why not just, you know, get in horrible debt? Just not do anything. What's the price there? Of course, if you want to pay for your, you know, treatment, you still have like this, you know, hope that you're gonna get better. I guess that's the only thing you can do, but I don't feel that should be how it goes. I mean, the whole working thing and pension and all that is centered around the idea that you will live up to 80, so you can at least get 15 years with your pension, not having to work. But if you're not gonna make it to 80, what's the point? I think I might be too late. Just enough. So this is pretty much the world record pace. I had a really slow first level. Hey Ray, welcome, welcome. How goes it?
Hello.
Nice to impress you. I'm so sorry. It's just that I had one of those meetings just before the stream, so it's in my mind. I mean, I'm still pretty upbeat, but it's something like at the back of my mind constantly. Yeah, I didn't mean to, you know, get you guys down. 100 to 90 a week. Congrats. Of course, pay you less too. I had slightly similar to you. I had a solicitor for 2 hours to go through it all. It mega helped and threatened your employer with new legal knowledge. And you got 10. It 10-folded your severance.
Hello.
It's not a bad idea. But I think our union kind of gives that to us, like free legal help. Once in the hospital and it cost you 15k. Oh my god. I'll be paying that for the rest of my life. Yeah, pension managers must love it when people die without claiming. For sure. If we let people die with dignity, how will we create additional value for investors? Hey, lousy. You enjoy hearing these kinds of stories? Just need to vent every now and then. Yeah. Hey, Negative Alone, by the way, welcome. Have all this money that you can't use because you can't move anymore. Aching everywhere. All your money goes to medicine so that you can just survive day to day. Used to be a pen. Now they know that you can't write anything anyways. You're too old to have any kind of, you know, mental abilities or use your hand. So now they just give you a clock that you can look at. Want to go straight back to them? Yeah. There's an alarm set to your, you know, calculated time of death. 3 months to go. Yeah, death clock. I remember the death clock from this old comic book. I think it was like a side story in... Is it The Phantom in English? The guy with the black mask and the skull rings. It's Mustanamia in Finnish. There were some other like these cool, not related to anything side stories at the end of the every issue. And one was like where they found this like death clock. And then this guy who found it, you know, clocked himself, and it was like way into the future. Decades and decades. And then he started doing these daredevil stunts because he knew he wouldn't get killed. And he just kept surviving and surviving and got a lot of money. But then one day, like, he just got horribly paralyzed. He couldn't move at all, but he would still be alive and was kept alive in kind of like this woken coma, basically. Like, you can't do anything, you're tube-fed food. And he knew that he was going to be there decades. And then the doctor was just like checking, oh, we found this clock on him. It always stops at midnight tonight. And I don't know what it is. And the story just ended. The guy, like, being angry there. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to be here decades and decades just lying here. Can't do anything, and you bastard, you get to clock out at midnight. Purple bodysuit, yeah, the purple bodysuit man. Since world records you could get if you got stuck. Yeah. It's just endless. You would always know what would happen. I was thinking of watching Groundhog Day yesterday. But I remembered the movie so well, so it didn't seem smart. The Tomorrow War? I know the Edge of Tomorrow. Same film? Okay. So it was released in with different names? I didn't know that, but yeah, that's a cool movie. Yeah. The ending was supposed to be different, which made sense because to me the ending didn't make sense. And the you know, the original ending would have made sense, but it would have been more sad. With Tom Cruise. Because Chris actually believed he was real. I like Cruise. I especially like Cruise movies. There should be a cruise themed cruise. I'd go. It's a bad turn there. Oh, that was a speed up. Okay, we're good to go. Nice. Unless there's an invulnerability in this one, we can keep going. And what happens? Oh yeah, yeah. It's in Finland. Well, we won some time back there. Still seconds lower. Oh my goodness, that death thing is... Or like that invulnerability thing. If you skip the death warp, it's too much of a loss. Came to this channel? Imagine that. That would have been a... That would have been a big event. Tom Cruise visits Finnish Twitch channel. They would probably have an adjective there like unknown. Unknown Finnish Twitch channel or obscure. Cruise's Twitch name? Always be cruising? I don't know. Tall Tommy, I was about to say that he has like issue with his height and he likes to run in the movies. tall and fast. For Goose. You know that's funny? In Top Gun, you know that bar scene where they're playing that goodness gracious, great balls of fire with the piano, and I'm like, what the hell are they jamming to a song made in the 50s? I mean, that's super lame. And then you're like, but wait, it's the 80s in the movie. I still listen to 80s music. That was 40 years ago? Okay. Can't complain. I'm old. Was he supposed to be cast in the Sonic movie? Well, soon I'm gonna be like get an early pension, a sick leave, the rest of my life, hopefully. Yeah, that would be nice. Except then I probably wouldn't afford my life anymore. Likes to be filmed running. True. How Tom Cruise does all his stunts, died 50 times making that film. Well, I am older than a Scorpion. So that's the cutoff point. God damn it. Tonic also likes to be on ice cream with one jelly bean eye slightly askew. I've seen that ice cream. Sonic does not look well in that. Escordian is 21. I feel that Escordian sounds older than me. Hey, Ready Lion, welcome. How goes your new year so far? Oh, come on, give me like a speed up. Or a speed up. Tom Cruise never ruins anything. People felt that he should have not done the what's the like the army dude, Jack Reacher? That he shouldn't have done the Reacher movies because Reacher in the books is like this super big dude. Like they made him in the new series. That's actually really good. But I felt like, you know, maybe they shouldn't have been called Jack Reacher movies, but something else. But they were still fun to cruise in them. Yeah, pretty good. Demi sounds 20. Still no new not exactly ready. It's disappointing everyone. Most of all myself. Jack reaching. Well, the thing is that if you like video games, you kind of never grow up. You never sound like an adult, as long as you're talking about video games. Reach around. Cruise movies I like. I don't know if there's a cruise movie I don't like. Few Good Men is one of my favorites. Hello. say Xoriat, like the first Jack Reacher movie. It's a good crime story. Yeah, they usually have good plots. I should probably read the books or something. I feel like the series is doing great work. It's been awesome so far. Same Trap Shot. I still think the first one is the best one, but I think it was like a lot of people complained that it was hard to follow. The plot was too complex, and then they dumped it down with the future movies. And then became just, you know, mask, punch, explosion, mask. You could beat several games last year, though. Nice. I don't keep track of that kind of stuff. I maybe should, but we beat quite a few, I believe. I spent a lot of time, though, just playing this game, though. But there were a lot of games that I beat last year, for sure, for the first time. I think we even got some of these stickers that are around the monitor. Like Zool, I think we beat last year. Maybe Batman, Project X, Cannon Fodder. Maybe Lemmings. It's hard to remember. Swev. I just recently watched the 4th movie. I like Top Gun 2. Top Gun 2. Watched it at the movie theater. It was a great watch. It's really good. Normal Syndrome. Welcome. Metal Gear. PSP. Thank you so much for rating. Tell us all about your channel, what you do, when you do it, what platforms you play. Why you stream. Ooh, don't fail that at that often. Yeah, it needs to sound, it needs to load it once and then it works. Hello. Top Gun 2. But yeah, the new Naked Gun movie, I don't think they got the tone exactly right. The first 10 minutes are pretty good. And then it starts to feel forced. That was my experience. Probably not for everybody. But yeah, welcome for rating. Thank you for rating. Welcome, raiders. I'm Retro Demiurgi. I haven't slept that well since New Year's Eve. I'm struggling. You can call me Demi. I mostly do Amiga stuff, but we do MS-DOS on Saturdays, NES on Wednesdays, Amiga Sundays, and other days if there are, like, you know, bonus streams or stuff like that. There are only monthly tournaments. We have also monthly tournaments that we do using the Amiga Live app. And this month it's going to be Sensible World Soccer, the 31st. We did Mortal Kombat 2 last month, and that was awesome. We had a good time. Probably because Trap Shot wasn't there, ruining everybody's mood. But he said he'll be there next year. Then again, are we having a Mortal Kombat 2 tournament next year? Well, actually, it wasn't Mortal Kombat 2. It was like 2 and 1, both Amiga games.
You have been aiming pretty high. Maybe you ought to settle for second best. After all, if there's no losers, nobody gets to be a winner, right? Encouraging
words. Thank you. You didn't go to a movie theater showing once last year. That's... I haven't done that in a long time. I don't think so. Trying to... Oh, well, okay. At least we didn't jump. So I missed a life, but it's faster this way. But that might come back to bite us because now I don't have enough lives to... maybe, to beat the game. Unless we get lucky with the question marks. So that's a little bit worrying. But what are the odds that this will be the run anyways? You know? So let's just go with it. Our local movie theater does these kind of retro showings that are half price and you get to see old movies. We got to see Die Hard just before Christmas in the theater. It's pretty great. I know, Naughty Java said that he didn't go to the movies. Oh, did you say? No, Reddy said. So you didn't go to the movies. I've always gone... Shit, I can't concentrate. So I can't remember the last time I would have gone that long without going to a movie theater. Shit, my brain is not working at all. Sorry for being unclear. But I lived in the country for a long time. I'm trying to remember if there was a time then when I wouldn't have gone to the movies, but I probably still did. At least once a year. There have been years that I haven't gone swimming. I know that. I have to say, I was a little bit disappointed with Dune 2 after the first movie. Anybody else feel like that? Come on, speed up. No. Enjoyed Daredevil most recent season. Check Peacemaker too. Haven't really watched any new series. I'm too bummed that there's no new season of Silo. I should check if Foundation has a new season. For the boys? Oh yeah, I should check that out too. Amazon Prime again. I don't do well with those subscription-based, you know, watch thingies. I loved season 2 of Silo. That was awesome. I want more. But I don't think we're getting more, right? I wasn't too excited about the fact that they apparently want to start showing how things got where they did. I would have maybe preferred that had remained a mystery. Or slowly revealed one that the characters find out rather than the viewers. And then just... maybe I'll just start reading the books or something. It's weird. It seems like series that aren't dumped down get this kind of popularity. But once they do, then they start getting dumped down to reach, I would assume, to reach a wider audience. But then they lose the charm that they had because they are now different. Friend recommended use Splinter Cell animation. It's not interested. It's very rare that I get interested in, you know, animated series. Kind of have an attitude problem with that, I guess. Expanse was good, yeah. It would be nice to watch that without having to wait for a new season. And the seasons aren't that long, so that would probably work pretty nicely. So tomorrow we're gonna continue with the Screamer Rally. We're gonna try beating that game. If we do, we move on straight to Big Red Racing. Because we have to still beat Big Red Racing and Fatal Racing. So those are on the Saturday schedule until we do. Then we have a stream for Quantic. Redeemed a single stream game for 75,000 channel points. Gonna have to squeeze that in somewhere. We have the Sensible World of Soccer tournament coming up. We have the January's Wheel stream coming up. Next week's Sunday will be the special Turrican stream. Well, I'll try to beat all the Amiga Turrican games in one sitting. Back to back to back. All these racing games are the same, the exact same thing. I mean, Big Red Racing is quite different from the other two. And the feel between Fatal Racing, you know, and the mechanics and all that, are all different. Screamer Rally, Fatal Racing, Screamer 2. But I can understand. It's the same what I see when somebody's playing an FPS game. It's just the same thing as all the other ones. Why are you playing specifically this one? And why do you need to play so many of these? Man, they are all different. Yeppa! I have to catch up with chat after this run. I feel like I'm disregarding a lot of messages because I want to get back into the next run as soon as possible. I've only ever played the first. Is it even the first? The NES game? That's the only one I've played. Kind of have a memory of having Snake's Revenge. But when I watch gameplay of that game, no, I haven't had it. It was the first one that I had. Yeah, for sure. Trivago. Damn it. Stupid mistakes. Well, it wasn't a good run anyways, because we didn't get speed ups. If they make a Metal Gear series, you'd definitely watch. I don't know if the acting is as it is in Metal Gear Solid. Would you wanna watch? For lulz, maybe. Wasn't there like this meme that parents used to call every gaming system a Nintendo or a PlayStation, depending what the first one was that they kind of got acquainted with? Turn off that PlayStation. So you have a Nintendo already. Ah, damn it. You think Super Metroid looked the same as Mario 1? You were so mad. Two completely different looking games, can't you see? This one has twice the bits. Yeah, but honestly, like with these... Fortnite, is Borderlands another kind of an FPS game? Then was like the Apex something, maybe, I don't know. It's just all blend together in my mind because I haven't played any of them. And then you have the Pugby. What is it even? PUBG and Counter-Strike and Battleground, no? Something battle. And it's just, you know, I don't know which is which. Because just not damn it, interested in FPS stuff. So I can understand if somebody who isn't interested in something kind of looks them as being exactly the same, and it's hard to kind of figure out why this person would play specifically this game. And at the same time, yeah, you know, all those Pro Evolution Soccer games, every year there's a new one for FIFA as well, but you still have your favorites, like, oh, it was the best when it was 2008 or 2010, and all the other versions are crap. Ah, we have a run. Let's go. Don't fuck it up now. Why I say we have a run is because I got 2 speed ups. So now I know it will last until this speed up icon here that you always get. So we'll make it to level 2 at least, unless I fuck up. This turn is one of the fuck up points. There we go, we got it. I can fuck it up at the start of level 2 as well, because we've mostly gotten the difficult starts. Nope. Oh, we got the easier one. If I land on that platform, and I don't know how to control for that, get a different sequence, and it's easier. Ooh, ran out of speed, but got the invulnerability. Don't have to use my ammo or anything. Yeah, this is lower, for sure. Oof, that was scary. Not hoping we get a speed up or 2. Nope, we get the one thing we can't have, because now I can't kill myself. So I'll have to end the run. If we get an invulnerability there, it means you can't kill yourself, so you have to wait for the elevator. That's like a 5 to 6 second time loss. Can't have that. That wasn't great, Naughty Jawa. Blame the lemmings. It was probably their fault. That's what I do. Well, actually, when I play lemmings, I blame the devs. Because 80% of the
subject is considered 8 armed and ugly.
Why are you busting me? So early this year, I haven't done anything wrong.
All units are in position. In position. Ready to bridge. Go, go, go!
So many police officers to rest one brain. Must have done something. Usually you do something wrong to incite that kind of response. Cool series, Borderlands. Loot system of Diablo. I haven't played any of Diablo games. Preemptive busting, that could be. Well, there's the thing that I still haven't got the world record, so that's maybe one reason to bust me. The deep sigh was because I jumped up and didn't even get the life. So I wasted like a second jumping up there, which led to nothing because I didn't even manage to grab the life. Debbie misses a message. It's on purpose. No, honestly, especially speedrunning, sometimes miss messages. Sometimes I forget to go back to the chat between runs, even though I always promise that I read the chat between runs at the very latest. But I don't know. Somehow I'm like so keen on starting a new run in this game that I kind of don't even register that. Wait, that was the end of the run. You need to reset. And you need to read the chat a little bit. Yay! We got the heart. That was another life. This is pretty much the one of the only things that you can notice straight away with the invulnerability. If you get a life from a question mark. With the ammo, you need to shoot. If you have a speed up, you don't know that you got another one. Okay, this will not be fast.
John, he's practically useless.
Oh no. Useless Jock Risk. It's only 2 days in this year. He's already useless. But that's kind of what Jockris told us on his stream yesterday. Jockris is gonna focus more on streaming and having fun. And didn't you say something about being too spent a little bit? Gonna redirect your resources into streaming and having fun more than the, you know... the other stuff that is related to streaming, but nobody sees. Working on layouts, doing costumes. I guess you did. Wasn't it yesterday? I thought it was. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I've had on my to-do list for a long time. One of them is the channel intro, the 1 minute long intro. And I have it all planned. I have the scenes open. I've done most of it. But I just can't get myself to finish that project. Another thing is that I want to have like this redemption to change the Amiga layout to a Chaos Engine layout with all the different worlds. You could pick the one you want. It will stay like that for 30 minutes. That has been on the to-do list, and you know, I have everything ready on Photoshop for the most part, but I want to add some animations to that. So it's been sitting there for like 2 or 3 years. Just end up doing other stuff and streaming, because you kind of feel like the most important thing is streaming and having fun. If you're just working on stuff that makes you, you know, happy, more happy with the stream, It's stuff that nobody else cares about, but you care about it. But how important is that? I don't know. Yeah, we were talking about health issues earlier. About mine, mostly. Yeah, but that's good, because I think that's what gives the streamer the most. Why we do this. So that's a way to get the most out of it. Hey, that's the bot. That's the AI scouring through the internet and determining your, you know... Oh, shit! I didn't know I could drop through that. But, you know, now it doesn't even matter. If we had gotten the invulnerability, I didn't have speed, so I couldn't have used it. So lottery going not too well today, but that was like the 3rd or 4th time we reached that area, so in that sense we're doing all right. I think on the best streams we've gotten there like 8 times, but never gotten it. Please report to the processing center to be turned into glue. Not Soylent Green. It was practically useless, not totally. Couldn't you repair useless items if you had a good enough mechanic? In Jacked Alliance? I can't remember because I rarely use time to do stuff like that. Or manpower. That is something that we should maybe do, though. This year. To play through the first Jacked Alliance. I'm not sure about, yeah, Deadly Games. I was thinking mostly Jacked Alliance. Also, MDK was supposed to be in the queue, but we beat it first stream, so that's done. Another game that was on the list was the, what was it? Abuse, and then the Crusader, the first Crusader game. So those are probably games that are gonna pop up during Saturdays in the future, once we get through the racing games we looked at. Yeah, the voice lines are from Deadly Games, yeah. Oh, god damn it. Murder Death Kill. Yeah, apparently it's not, it doesn't even mean anything for that game. I always thought it as Murder Death Kill. I'm kind of confident we can beat Screamer Rally tomorrow. Oh, whoops. And if, like Big Red Racing, also, I think it's doable. Hey, Unbreakable Pixel, happy Friday to you as well. We just have to practice the last level because there are no retries for that. Oh yeah, Unbreakable Pixel is doing a Friday. Aren't you doing a Friday stream? Is that on Discord at the moment? After school cartoons? I mostly always watch your Saturday morning cartoons, which start around 4 p.m. my time. On Saturdays. We did the first Destruction Derby December 24. We started this Destruction Derby 2, or we kind of checked it out but I wasn't fully convinced if I want to beat that game because it's a little bit more janky, I feel. It's certainly tougher, but also like feel it's not as balanced or good, like the damage and RNG and all that stuff. I feel like it's not as good of a game. Sorry, I have to focus on this run now because we haven't gotten super lucky with the question mark, so I kind of want to try get the most out of every okay try. Yeah, cripple easier, yeah. Destruction Derby, the first one, that was really good. Balanced gameplay. I thought, ooh, fuck. I would have been faster, but, well, there goes that time. I can still PB, meaning world record. If everything else goes well. Ooh, too early of a jump. Okay, let's get that invulnerability. Here we go. Oh! Okay, everybody, shut up. What? No, I was pressing it. How did I fall down? That's insane. I'm supposed to fall down, but then when you...
What the fuck did I do wrong?
Exactly. When you die, you just start pressing like this. And you should make it from this ledge to this one, and then you can just jump to the key. Damn it! Toka 2? What's Toka? Shit, I have to read up on chat. Seashells have spoken. Wipeout? Yeah, Wipeout could be on the list. Friday afternoon cartoons are on Discord, 4 p.m. EST. Twitch didn't like us playing the Super Mario Pro Super Show, so you moved it. Yeah, got that. Carsonomy! I was watching Carsonomy play My Winter Car. It was like this continuous PTSD moment of winter time in the country in Finland. It was dark, it was cold, the cars didn't work, you had to scrape the windows. It was just horrible. It's like somebody made your real life and the worst parts of it into a game and forced you to play it. I mean, the job Carson and me had in that game was cool. He was packing cell phone chargers. That seemed fun. I would like to do that. You know, you have to get to the key, right? I can't get to it anymore. I have to go around here and it's just go along. Damn it. We got the lottery win. Then I fucked it up. Shit. Touring cars. I'm gonna put Wipeout on the list. If we're gonna do more DOS stuff this year, we're gonna need more games, obviously. Stream. Projects. Games to play. I actually have Destruction Derby 2 here. On the list still. We tried the kind of like the kind of Wipeout with the high octane, but I didn't like that much. But welcome Raiders, I'm Retro Demiurgy. We mostly do Amiga stuff. We do MS-DOS stuff on Saturdays, Amiga on Sundays, Wednesdays are NES. And if I do like something extra, like a bonus stream, like right now, I usually do some speedrunning. On Amiga. Wipeout on PC is a mess, you feel? I didn't really jive with High Octane. Like, I didn't push to beat it. We beat some leagues, but it didn't feel like as that fun of a game that I would have liked to, you know, do 100% on it. Making cocktails? No, that would be a stream. But yeah, go check out Cars Enemy. They have a lot of PC gear. They stream on original hardware. They also do Amiga stuff. A lot of hardware tinkering, building PCs, but also gaming. Yeah, I guess, yeah, as a multiplayer, but as a single player, I just didn't find it that interesting. Hardware. You'll also see some stuff nobody else has ever done on Cars Enemy stream, because I think it was last year, they actually made it possible to play Quake, original Quake, on original old PC hardware, in multiplayer mode via the internet. That was definitely a little bit the insane part of stuff to do. Yeah, I never had those super cool sound cards. Only Sound Blaster. That's my memory of old games. PCI patch for High Octane. Yeah, probably some of the issues that I had with it, like the inconsistent speeds that it ran on, are due to emulation as well. So I shouldn't fault that. Shouldn't fault the game for that. But it's just overall interest factor of the game wasn't that high. This won't be... Well, okay, wasn't the worst. It's still always slow when you don't have the weapon there, but, you know. At least we'll make it to the lottery, maybe. Unless we get invulnerability. We didn't. Need to get the key and then die, so we get up here faster. It's pretty impressive when you realize it's actually reskinned magic carpet. Is it really? Trap Shot giving me some love because I'm struggling. I think I'm coming down with something as well. Or maybe it's just the fact that I haven't really slept since New Year's. The dogs were having some, you know, I don't even know what the issue was. The other one has been scared. It's 100% the Magic Carpet engine, but with cars instead of carpets. It's a four-letter word. Hey, Superden. Super Zoop. Superden, have you signed up for Arcade Pool? Haha, Escordian. Haha. I remember. It'll be on Sunday again, hopefully. Do more Alien. We have this like special sound effects for Alien streams. Yeah, you still have time to sign up. We're doing a 20-player tournament if we have enough people. 4 to 5 player groups. 16 to 20 players, hopefully. Hey, Infamous John, welcome. How goes it? Happy New Year to you as well. Okay, I'll remember to put your name in, but if you can register through the site, that would be awesome as well. Pew! No speed up for Demi. There he goes again, blowing in that horn when he sees the sees that message. I don't know why that triggers. Unless somebody just subbed but is still writing the message, and that's how it somehow. There's a link just in the comment that Demitron posted when I did the tournament command. AmigaGameNight.com. You've signed up for pool tournament also? Yeah, should be good. You need more speed ups. Click all the links. One of them will be right. You would sign up, but it's not Mortal Kombat. Well, how do you explain December then? December was an arcade pool. Yeah, kind of have to go by the schedule of what's available. Oh, damn it. It wasn't actually my fault. It was the game's fault. Not giving me a speed up. Select now for speed up. I checked the Project X Light years. Like all the different modes it has. I didn't test the modes, just check through the menu, and yeah, there are a lot of different ones there, and I'm kind of thinking like, what do we do next Friday? Presenting the game. I was forced to play your schedule, yeah. Thanks, Soup. Appreciate that. Bring your own controller. Yeah, this is a nice game. Great controls. Leftmost classic. But that was the special edition. I wonder if I should play the special edition. But since that's just mostly a cut down baby version of the original, I wouldn't be able. Yeah, I kind of know what's happening, but I wouldn't be able to do a direct comparison. So that's why I'm thinking like more the modern modes. Also, interesting story which I'm gonna mention during the stream as well. I tested the game last night, and I was like, the windowed mode is not really good because you can't drag the window. It just, if you resize it, it just centers on your main screen. And it was like, well, reading forums and all that, like, okay, apparently nobody else does this on windowed mode, but I play all my games in window. So I was like, maybe I'll contact the dev and give a suggestion. And I had the Discord conversation open with him. And it's just mentioned or asked if there's a way to move the window, and he was like, I'll patch it. And 10 minutes later, there was a patch to the game. Downloaded the update, and now you can drag the window. That's some customer service right there. Didn't piss them off. Are you saying, Trap, that I have a tendency of doing that, being hostile or something? I would never. Spiteful alien upsets Dev. I don't know why I killed that guy. I could have just gone past it. Damn it, that was an extra lightning shot we didn't have. Oh, we got another invulnerability. Can I actually... Well, I saved one lightning shot. Could have saved two. How long is this gonna go on for? That has never happened, that I got invulnerabilities from both the last question marks there. I was... okay, still didn't have... Man, I wish I didn't shoot that robot, because then I would have had a shot there. Damn it. Okay, well, we're still going. It's a relatively good time as well. And... dead. That's all different. Oh, fine. Then no one plays. If you're not happy with it, then no one plays. Does anyone happen to have a link to that? I don't want to open up Steam. Do you have to open Steam to get the link to that? Maybe you don't. I'll try to get Project X Light Years. Project X. There we go. So the dev I mentioned, that's the game. So I can, even though I haven't played the game, I can thoroughly recommend the developer and the customer service. But that's gonna be on the menu next Friday. It will be my first modern game stream since 2022, when I played Steep and Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 for a little while. No, it would have been later because I was testing out the capabilities of this machine, so probably 2023. Yeah, I will have to abandon the retro category for stream. It will be wild. Modern Demiurgy, not non-retro Demiurgy. Back in your days, there were no modern games. Hey, Nefo, welcome. Ain't that so? Back in my day, we only played old games. Bayoing, bayoing, bayoing. If you're wondering, like, how long is Demi gonna keep doing this to himself and to his viewers, just playing the same goddamn game over and over again, the answer is, as long as it takes. Yeah, the reason why we're playing this is that the dev contacted me when we were playing through the first game, you know, the original Project X. I managed to beat it. Tough game. And they were interested if I would do a stream on the new game. It was still in development then, I think. It has been out for a while now, though. Just been looking for a good time to do it, and now have some free time on my hands, so. UFO 50, yeah, that seems like a good one. MP83 has played it a lot. I thought I got another invulnerability, but it was not. It's like Action 52 done well. We are very slow at the moment. Pew pew! Yeah, Team 17 guys still around too. Yep. Yep. I like a lot of Team 17 games. When I was a kid, I didn't really pay attention to who made what game, so I didn't have a sense of that. Like I thought Bitmap Bros probably did a lot more games than they actually did. I basically only played Chaos Engine back in the day. Team 17 games I always liked. ATR, Super Frog, Alien Breed games. Alright, lottery time. But if you're lucky, I'm not. We're getting there pretty consistently. So that is good, and that is what is required. Oh yeah, worms they made as well. Well, that was the big hit. Interestingly enough, it's one of their games that I kind of enjoyed the least, even though it's a good game. It's like this, you know, Alien trilogy thing. Aliens is, in my opinion, the worst one of them, but I still like it a lot. Lazlo! Lemmings was Psygnosis. I'm pretty sure. That's also a dev that I kind of apparently liked. At least there's Agony. Then there was Brian the Lion, but I never knew about that when I was a kid. Is it DMA design, but it's technically Psygnosis? Is it not? No. Okay, so the Shadow of the Beast reference is just, you know, a funny reference. DMA design. What did that become? The GTA people. Okay, so I had that messed up in my head as well. As I said, I'm not good at this stuff. Remembering things. Finally getting warm, so I can remove my hoodie. Scorched, I think it was Scorched Tanks on Amiga, which is very similar to Scorched Earth. I love that game. Played that a lot when I was a kid. Also somehow missed Condomix. Condoman X or Condom Anx hopping on into the stream, so welcome. Sorry I missed you. I actually just came in. I see the greeting there from the bot. So this is why this game is so taxing to play. At this moment, the run has evolved to a state where I do need enough speed ups from the question marks to be able to make that time. Not only that, but we need invulnerability from a specific one in order to make one skip work or a glitch. We got it once today, but then I fucked up because even when the RNG is good, still need to play well. And that's also the reason why we did a different category for this, which is no RNG, meaning that you can't pick up any question marks. A lot more fun category to run. You have to jump over the question marks, You're not in any way relying on what you get from them. You can map out the run, and it will be the exact same every time. And that was much easier to get. Never assumed that we would get a sub 8-minute run that way. Because our world record is only 20 seconds better. Only 20 seconds. But some of best say different. It can be at least 35 seconds better. We stay within earshot of the current record, but just get the new skip, just a 10-second gain, maybe. And then do well in levels 3 and 4. We should be getting a 1-second gain in the first level, then maybe that 10 seconds if things go well in the second level. I would be happy with, you know, 5-6 seconds when we reach level 3, because the world record stage 2 is actually pretty strong. Like, it's a really good time. So even if I get the added skip, won't be taking that much off the record. Psygnosis held the rights to Lemmings, so there was... Did they publish it? So, okay, so there was some reason why I tied it up to that. Did Psygnosis do... Who did Leandro? Was that like just an individual? I remember there being only one coder, maybe. Because that has a Lemmings reference. Sony have them now? Interesting. Deathbringer. Yeah, I saw Bardic Broadcasts play that. And I was maybe thinking that for January. Because there's this January thing this month. Shit. You know what happened? I was too far from it the first time. So it didn't turn. Didn't manipulate the pattern there. Because Deathbringer is certainly not a very polished game. Some jankiness to it. And it would be kind of cool to do that now since there's this Steam version out. Kick-ass music. Speaking of jank. By the way, did I fix January? Oh yeah, we didn't get a speed up. Did I fix the January command? Let me check. Yeah, I have the old link here. That. So if you want to do some jank stuff, you want to be featured, Amiga jank stuff, you can just join that event, and whenever you're live, you'll be featured on site. You might have the leading bid on a Diamond Edge 3D 3400 XL, the first NVIDIA card. Why would you want that, Carson? Heimdall? Oh, Carson Me, you can do any kind of jank you want. Feel free to still register. But yeah, that site is like focused on Amiga jank, and it will prioritize streams that have the Amiga tag on them, as well as to the January tag. Prioritize, difficult word. Nope, doesn't start then. Don't click on that link. That link is wrong. It won't work. It's amiga/month.amigalive.com. Unfortunately, if I fix that, I have to reset the bot, and then it will greet everybody again. And you guys don't deserve that. And just kidding. It's just distracting for me. It starts doing the hellos again. Of course, I could take that off. Reading. Too much trouble. Maybe I need to fix that. So if I reset the bot, it doesn't say the hellos again. Then it would be here to just reset it if I change anything. On the Edge 3D for a few reasons. It's first, an NVIDIA card would be a nice piece of your card collection. Yeah, there's that. If you just collect stuff. Sure. Well, let me wait until I get to read the second line. It's first. Oh no, I read that. It's got some unique PC ports that you can't get anywhere else. It's a terrible commercial failure, which amuses you. I got this terribly expensive video card as a joke. Is it expensive? That's also kind of what I'm scared of. Whenever I watch Carson and me stream, he's cleared the big pile of hardware that was behind him, ready to fall on him and kill him. He's cleaned that. I'm not that worried anymore, but still, whenever I see Carson and me and his big room of everything in it, that's when I kind of get doubts of getting, original hardware, because that is probably where I would end up as well. Just buying more and more and more. Like, you start with the A500, and then you're like, well, I want a hard drive. Now I want the memory expansion. Now I want this. Now I want that. I want action replay. I want everything. And it just keeps piling and piling, and then you're like, well, I want this couple of games to run as well, so I have to get to 1200. Then you're like, well, these modern ports require an Amiga 4000, so I have to get that one too, and then it just keeps piling and piling on, and you're never satisfied, so I'm scared to go on that path. Yep! Got it. Hey, Uyghur. Welcome. Ooh, oh, okay. The speed just stopped before I got the question mark, but then I got it immediately again, which made it a little bit hard to kind of adapt to the situation, but we got out alive, so it's all good for now. All right, lottery time. Then I gotta read chat again. There we go. Everything rare usually is, but if nobody wants it, then it's not that expensive. Kindly patron and pass with you. Oh, Dirty Chester. Also got money from that, selling the PC40. Nice. Just have a lot of old hardware on a few shelves units next to you. Basically got rid of it all except for the Amiga, Commodore, and Atari stuff. What Ataris do you have? Like the really old ones or the ST ones? Those interest me more. Need a backup Amiga and a few joysticks extra? Well, joysticks we have. And mouses as well. Those can be plugged into a real Amiga. Being an expensive hobby, yeah. Now, just watching the prices on the old magazines too. Like, it's like, how did we afford this stuff? So, are the prices still rising for the A500s? Because I remember looking at them maybe 5 years ago, and I was like, well, I could get one if I wanted one. I think it's still not too pricey, even to get like a full collection of working A500 with some games, joysticks, mouses, hard drive, and even the original monitor. But it's still money that I don't want to spend. But it was like under 1,000, I think, at you know, Finnish, kind of like a flea market thing. And it's still, yeah, it's big money, but, you know, that's NES single game money. So, now, it's like a few hundreds. Like, if I can guess, like 600 for a package like that. That has everything, and the monitor, I think, that's a big thing. That's the original monitor. Commodore one. That's the only thing that I would be interested in. Find your copy. Is that a rare one? A pricey one? Nemesis? The only Atari SD stuff you have. Whoops, gotta speed up. Have to focus. I'll get back to your comment once I fuck up. Some games, and... Oh, no! Okay, well, we're still good because I got that. Backup diskettes of some games, okay. Please speed up. Fuck. Oh, very slow. This screen is not too big of a difference, but it's a previous one where we lose time. Now we get some time back. So should still be better than the world record pace. That's a good thing. You can always say when we're running this that world record pace, because the first level is so bad in that run. And then it's that. No speed up. No weapon. I'm so mad at myself for instantly blowing that run where we actually got the lottery win. I didn't even get past level 2. So bad. Easy to buy lots of PC
Look
hardware.
at those beauties. Go ahead, help yourself.
Scores? Come on, Lance. You're not making sense. You actually, you don't actually end up sinking too much cash until you get into esoterica, like the NVIDIA NV1 rendition Verite. Can look impressive but be cheap. Yeah, Amiga stuff is more pricey. And what used to be 1/3 of the casing yeah, I don't know where I would store any of that stuff, honestly. Like, my table is filled with, 6 displays already, 2 machines, and finding a spot for a CRT. It would be tough. It would be doable, but also it would require some special arrangements with other stuff. Like how I capture the inputs and all that stuff. Like if I would use a CRT for emulation. And moreover, if I did original hardware, I wouldn't be able to have input display, at least this way. I could do it in another way, I'm sure. But yeah, I guess, like, as long as I'm not really aching for it, I shouldn't do it. Really happy with emulation, the convenience of it. Having the possibility to save state in case of crashes. Not having to put in a password every time, stuff like that. Being able to save your session in a long game and continuing from where you left off next time if the game doesn't have passwords or saving. All that stuff is like, it outweighs the benefits. And of course, the price and where to put it. And it's not like you can just get it and then you'll have it and it will work until the end of time. No, you just have to, maintain it. Keep it working. One of your brothers decided didn't like the game. Did not like that the game won. Tantrum. Oh no. I have that temper as well. There's also one reason why it's good that I stream. Because then I don't allow myself to go into that mindset. I'll still rant. I'll still get super salty. But I won't act out. Back when I was playing the Pro Evolution soccer games, I did lose it a couple of times. And I'm not even talking about online play. I never did online gaming with that. But it's just that the game can be very unfair. Like, I was relatively good at it against the AI. And I started this project because I first, doing the season mode, blah, blah, blah. I picked a good team and then, did these, like, all-win seasons. And then I picked the worst team the game had and built that up from the first division to the main leagues. Again, winning every single match. But sometimes the game just decides that you're not supposed to win this fight. Or a match. Not fight. Match. And your guys just won't hit the target. Or they won't ever try to directly shoot from a pass. They will always, capture the ball and then do their stuff so that the computer can intercept it and, stuff like that. And it's so blatant. Like, I always saved before a match, of course. And I would go back and see, like, why aren't my star attackers that usually do everything right? Why aren't they getting even shots? Or if they get shots, they, don't hit the target or at most hit the post. Or they go straight at the keeper. Why does that keep happening? And it was just, if you had that save, it would keep happening. And you would really, really have to struggle to get a win there. Because the players just wouldn't do what you told them to do. Told them what to they wouldn't do what you told them to do. And it was terrible. And then once you got past that match and played against the next team, 20-0. Like, it was crazy. It just totally disabled your ability to score artificially. Have lost a fair bit of things to tantrums. Own 3 NES consoles and 7 Super Mario Pro cartridges. Talking about the first one, I mean, I think that's how it started for the Angry Video Game Nerd. Yeah, he had that video of him losing his temper playing the first game. How unfair it was, apparently. It's usually the controllers that take the beating. They still work, but some are missing screws and are a little bit loose. I always feel bad about the monitors getting punched in movies, like when people get upset. The computers, they smash the monitor. It's usually not its fault. Smash the computer instead. Unless it's an iMac. It's just so easy, you know. It's in your hand already. I think like the dynamic duo combo move is to throw the controller at the display, destroying both. Yeah, that's another reason, Naughty Jawa, not to get original hardware at this point. Imagine like breaking it. Yeah, I got this all this retro gear so I could play old games, and then goddamn, the fucking games cheated. I got mad and I destroyed them. Girl at the game store counter asked you a new control entity. Are you coming back tomorrow? Should I order a new case just for you? I mean, it is pretty funny. I mean, why do you do this if the game makes you feel that mad? Why do you keep going back to it? It's like they did a study of, you know, football fans, supporters, and how the team success or lack of affects your life. And basically, it's always a loss. The positive feelings and the positive influence you get from the from your team winning is far less than the negative feelings you get when the team fails. So you're always working at a net loss, no matter how your team does. Now, of course, there's the you know, the community, friends, all that tied into it. That's not accounted in that, but just the fact that the wins and losses, the you know, feelings you get from them, always at a net loss. It's an interesting thing about it. And I think it might be the same with video games. Like the very, very negative thoughts you get when playing kind of are more, you know, apparent and more, you know, they're stronger feelings than the good feelings you get from them. Hey, Kremit Frog. Remember a friend getting pissed because his Diablo 1 saves were gone because of reinstall? The CD out of the drive, snapped it in half, and threw the pieces out the window. I kinda had the same feeling when my friend saved over my Tomb Raider saves when I was playing through it on his PlayStation using his Tomb Raider and his memory card and his controller. Like, it was his system. And I just borrowed it and started playing through Tomb Raider. But he promised he would keep my saves intact because he wasn't playing that game. And then I would get the machine back someday and be able to continue. But he just he started a new game, played the first level a little bit, and saved over my save. Like, okay, gone then. And that's the last time I played Tomb Raider. I have finished it on PC before that, but it's time to get back to it. That is another DOS game that I would be eager to play again. There's you know, a remastering of it, which I see a lot of people play, but I'd be more interested in playing the original. Not just the, you know, with original graphics, but, you know, the actual original version. Back in the day, I didn't have a powerful enough of a PC to actually run it at, you know, good resolution. So it was just this, you know, back then you could make the screen smaller. Kind of, well, it didn't work here, but you would have the big black screen and then the game would just get smaller and smaller and smaller until it starts running properly. And then when you have pixelated graphics, it's just this like mess, pixel soup what you're looking at. And that's how I beat Tomb Raider. So it'd be fun to see how we could have looked back in the day. And also to re-experience the controls, because I always remember that while they were hard to figure out and to get used to in the beginning, because it was something new, I don't remember actually struggling with them. Tank Jason was losing his mind playing the first Tomb Raider. Was it yesterday? Or was it the day before? No. No. Was it the day before? Maybe. Might have been the last day of the year. Yeah, it was, it's kind of funny and interesting, but also a little bit annoying. It's like watching the, some people play James Bond 2 and complaining about the controls. Complain about the hitboxes, that's alright, that game, but controls, pretty damn decent for the game they're made for. They're not like Mario, I know that, but that wasn't the point. They weren't trying to make it like Mario. And I'm glad they didn't, because I don't like Mario controls. I like James Bond controls more than Mario controls. It's good to have variety. I haven't actually checked how many streams are there on average on Twitch of people playing Super Mario 1. Is that like one of the most played NES games, even? I would assume it is. Like someone tries out, I'm gonna do some retro stuff today. Person who normally does modern stuff. That would be the game that they would play. I haven't ever checked. I don't remember seeing too many people from my circles, from my follow list, even play that. A couple people have done a little bit of speedrunning for it, but I don't really see it that much. That's your least favorite Mario game? One in a billion. Yeah, that's probably somewhere around that margin. Trap shot, helpful as always. I mean, I haven't played that many Mario games. We still haven't even tried Super Mario World. That feels like something I might enjoy. But Super Mario 2? Nah. That's not even a Super Mario game. You know, the, Western Super Mario 2? Let's see, but Super Doki Doki reskin, whatever the game was called. I like Mario 2. A lot of people think that's the best in the series, but to me it just doesn't look like it's fun. 3 is, it's alright. I think I like, at the end of the day, I like the first one more. Doki Doki Panic. That's the one. Oh yeah, and I got to play the new Super Mario Kart with my sister's kids. And they totally smoked my ass. I had no idea how to play that game. Because I never have. I haven't played the old Super Mario Kart. Yeah, lost levels, but then again, that's like super hard. So it's mostly for people who are really good at the first one, and I'm not. I mean, I used to be decent, like I would be able to beat it in like 9 times in a row. But that was long ago. Yeah, I guess I don't really like Mario games that much, considering I haven't really played them since those days. I mean, we did do the 100% Super Mario 3 pretty recently because I wanted to see the different levels because I had only, beaten the game using the double flute. Fuck. Keep getting the harder start here. But Mario doesn't have unlimited continues, does it? So this will be, we are like 2 seconds behind already. Because we died in the beginning. Had to do that stage, or that screen kind of twice. So we're already behind world record pace. Which means that this time the computer will give us invulnerability, right? No. Wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. Did he change Doki Doki Panic controls for Mario 2 as well? There's no run? Oh, really? So it's more than just a reskin? Yeah, I'm just reiterating stuff that I've heard from other people. I haven't played that game. I've seen speedruns for it. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to say how it controls or anything like that. Yeah, but I'm not a seasoned Mario player. I don't know if you were here when we were playing the Super Mario 3, but I really struggle with Mario controls. With the momentum, building momentum, Mario stopping, getting into little holes. Yeah, I hate the fact that if there's a wall, Mario is pushing against it and is falling. And then there's this little bit of a gap that he can fit through. You can't push into that gap when falling. Unless it's like really, really big. So you can start building momentum into that opening. Since when has a hard game stopped you from trying? Drip, Nebulous. They're on the list, but I don't dare start them. Yeah, exactly. It needs to be a one-button game. Too many buttons. This isn't the demo, you know. have to go get some something to drink soon. I already burned through my water reserves. Reserves? Not preserves. Reserves. Oh. This barrel here. Kind of look like melon design is spewing out of the barrel a little bit. That link is wrong. It's amiga/month.amigalive.com. Oh, that's slash dash. Shit. Saying it all wrong. I should just post it. Fuck. Oh, by the way, I could probably change, right? Yeah, it's there. I can fix that. There we go. Won't fool you anymore. Yeah, I'm definitely not feeling all too well. There's something, this weird feeling in my throat. Getting sick. Which will be fine. I'd rather be sick tomorrow than go to work, for sure. So I have a weekend shift coming up. But probably gonna get feverish tonight. I can kind of feel it. Have to check tomorrow. Call the doctor if needed. Aw, man. Well, at least we got that lightning shot. We have more ammo. Just need the speed up from this one. Up, and we get the one thing we can't get. That was like a 3-second loss. We tested it. We can't take the immediate death after the conveyor belt. So that is actually a reset moment. Come on, there we go. Nice. Give me a speed up. No. No speed up for Demi. Boo-hoo. I'm actually starting to feel pretty bad, and I don't like streaming if I'm not feeling 100%, so we're gonna do at least one attempt to that lottery ticket and then call it. We had a shot today. We got it once. I blew it instantly. I feel like it wasn't my fault, but it in actuality it was. I wasn't just careful enough with the timing. Speed up. Okay, this is good. We're gonna make it. Go a little bit closer. This, not that close. Damn it. I'm too aware now, self-conscious about the fact that if I can't kill that green dude, I do have to make a turn. If I stay too far away from it, it won't turn, and then I don't have space to go around it when I come around the right side again. It's like now, for speed up, yeah, that's what I keep saying, but the game doesn't register it. Damn it, that was a good one. 2 speeds. The problem is that we didn't get the one shot or the lightning shot. So that green dude is there. But by now I should know how to manage that. It's just that we died in a very peculiar way early in the stream, and then I start worrying about that, even though it usually doesn't happen. Got allergy. Yep. It's compounded by the fact that I haven't been able to sleep too much now. Okay, now we have the shot. Now if we can get the speed up, pretty damn good. Nope, extra life. You don't lose that much speed here because it's only this run up. They lose, that's maybe 1 second. Here it's mostly going up. So we probably didn't lose more than maybe 2 seconds there, if that. And if you get invulnerability here, get the time back, but yeah. We should be like 0.5, 0.4 seconds faster than the world record pace. I'm guesstimating. Oh, 0.8. Okay. Faster than I thought. Uh-oh. Shot that way too early. Story of my life. Extra life. We haven't gotten a speed up in a while. Here we go. It's lottery time. Damn it! 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 Oh well, we got some good tries in. We have to do this every once in a while until we get it. I'm confident we can get it. I'm just wondering if I should stream it or if I should just do it on my own time. But then doing this on my own time, just constantly resetting without having anybody to talk to, it's even worse. I couldn't do good ending screen, fitting ending screen here. Thanks for dropping by. We're gonna stream Screamer Rally tomorrow. If I can't go to work, it'll be a little bit earlier, but if I am working, it'll be noon UTC. But there will be a stream. I will. It's recording and streaming, right? It's Friday. I'm not even gonna look if he's online. It's gonna go. Yeah, Scording is doing a Amiga request stream every Friday. Have a good one. Thanks for dropping by. I'll see you later, hopefully, in the weekend. And Sunday is more Alien 3 on Amiga. Amiga signing out. Oh, bye bye.